Here I sit all alone and I stare at the clock. I've been waiting for that moment when the sheriff will knock. Like so many others manifest in their dream, convinced by some professionals in some great Wall Street scheme. For the banks and the brokers, I had papers in hand. I had tax returns, pay stubs, maps of my land. Never had a loan. The bank I debated. Don't worry, they said. That's why we ghosted. I gave onto them my bank statements piled tall. Oh no, said the bank, we need nothing at all. I thought to myself, well, how could that be? I didn't know about the paper feeding frenzy. Like so many Americans now living in shame, I was unaware of the securitization game. All about finance I learned back in school, but nothing was taught about some mortgage pool. The economy all bad and about to go bust. I realized my loan, it was due to adjust. The bank reassured me when my home I did buy. We will refinance you, they said. Oh, but that was a lie. I remember those words with some angst and a frown. My home underwater, completely upside down. I called up my bank to get some justification, and I asked him in fairness for a modification. You're not in default, your payment's on time. In order to help you, you must be 4 months behind. Americans were taught into our institutions to trust, so I listened to my bank and I did what I must. So with credit now ruined and I called to apply, I was put on hold till I wanted to cry. After waiting forever and throwing a fit, I was given a list of documents to submit. So I gathered up everything and I faxed them my stack. And so many months I finally heard back. The response from my bank, well, it couldn't shock me more. There was a notice of default that was nailed on my door. Your foreclosure moves forward regardless, they said, and your modification now has yet to be read. The day finally came when I was assigned Agent Clarence, and the bank put me on some plan called forbearance. 3 months I paid more than before, but those uneasy feelings, man, I couldn't ignore. 3 months had passed and my payments on time. What the bank did next, oh God, it should be a crime. The bank wants financials and I asked them, well, why? They answered, because you no longer qualify. Well, what they said next, God went right to my core. In order to qualify, I must pay $10,000 more. So I sold many things, big, medium, and small. The $10,000 booty, the bank got it all. You know, I did all I was asked in my home to save. I prayed every night and I tried to be brave. I never imagined in the end I would fail, but I knew it had happened. A notice of sale. The bank gave me a loan that they said was a must, and they promised to change it before it adjusts. Hey, no courtroom, no judges, no madams, no sirs. The money I'm gonna owe is to a machine called MERS. My loan was bought many times, and God, I don't know the source, but I will never find out who's holder in due course. I loaded my cat, dog, and kits in the car. I took the last cash from our small cookie jar. I felt so alone, frightened, sad, and so blue. If I could afford some lawyer, you know I would sue. But alas, the bank won. God, their back gets a pat. No attorney for me, they were counting on that. Hey, now read all about it and get really pissed. B of A pays $6 billion to investors on their list. Investors got their cash out of those toxic mortgage pools, while I lose my home and my son can't go to school. Investors, they're not deemed to know the reps and warranties, not required to notice dotted I's and crossed T's. Borrowers, they call us, folks like you and me. Servicers say we're responsible. We signed the 1003. Investors, they got paid, and no one disputed. Homeowners speak up and we get prosecuted.